Hello and welcome to this presentation. My name is Lee Snyder, the product manager for the steel segment here at Trimble. And what I'll be showing is the new point clouds functionality which is available in Tekla Structures version 2018. So when you open Tekla, you'll see this new point clouds icon over on the side pane here. And what this will allow you to do is to bring in these native point cloud files into the Tekla model so that you can have them overlaid with your existing Tekla model for some comparisons, or you can use the point cloud file, snap to it, and be able to generate a 3D model from that point cloud file. So just to briefly go over this workflow, I'll just come up here to attach. This will allow me to browse to the file that I want to bring into my model. A quick look here shows the file formats that are supported that I'm able to bring in. And then I can just simply choose the file that I want to bring in. Depending upon the size of the file, the first time that you bring this into your Tekla model, it may take some time. Once that first import happens, then bringing that back into your model, if it's deleted or if you want to reuse it or attach it to a different view, is a pretty quick process. So I've already inserted this the first time, so I'll just go ahead and click on Attach Point Cloud, and that will load that in here to my interface, and then I can just toggle on this Show Hide and then be able to view the point cloud. And then once it's inserted, I can zoom in, pan around, navigate anywhere that I want, and begin doing my work. So there's a couple different workflows that you can do. Some people may just be sent the point cloud and need to generate a 3D model from that, or be able to create a small portion that they're adding on to an existing structure, for example. So to simulate that, if I just switch this to a plan view, let's say that our task here was we have this elevator pit that I need to come in and model in the concrete for this, and then maybe we're going to have some beams that are going to tie into that, for example. So what I can do up here is just come in and activate this concrete panel button, and then I can snap to this point cloud. I'll just go ahead and click these four corners over here, as you can see, and just get an idea of where this will be placed here within my model. And then I can insert that there and adjust anything as needed, but gives me a very good idea of where this is. Then if I want, I could go in and add in my beams and that sort of stuff, which I won't do here just due to time. But another workflow would be is that if we had an existing 3D model and someone went out and did a scan, then we can actually come in and begin to compare these, which I'll show you how we can do that now. So what I'll do here, I actually have the IFC file of this project. This is of the new Westminster building, the Trimble building that's going up. And I'll just go ahead and turn on this IFC file. This is the point cloud scan of these first two floors. And then I'll be able to see this in relation to my 3D model. So you'll be able to notice here that this point cloud scan, it was geolocated, so I have the ability to use those coordinates and be able to get that to align with my Tekla model so that everything lines up. And then, as I mentioned here, we can come in and we can start zooming around, panning, and taking a look at these particular items here. If we come over here to this view that I already have created, I have some clip planes that are inserted, so we just want to look at one little slice of this floor. And then I can just quickly attach the point cloud file to this view. And if I zoom in, you can see here these black dots right here. That's basically just saying that, you know, in the scan it found these beams, and there's that there. If I go and switch to this plan view, then we'll be able to clearly see that there's some items that weren't installed or haven't been installed yet when this scan was done. So I have some of these infill members right there, and also over here where there's no scan data. So those are either missing or they weren't installed at the time that this scan was done. So if I need to, I can communicate that to the design team. So there's several different workflows for using point clouds within Tekla Structures. A couple things that I'll show you real quickly as well is that if you come here to our Tekla user assistance, we do have this documented showing the file formats that are compatible, how to bring these in, how to set your maximum points in a view and use clip planes. There's an advanced option for how you want that to be handled, and then just some ideas of some examples of what they look like. Also over here on the warehouse, we have this Point Cloud Manager, which is a standalone tool that will allow you to bring in point clouds, view them, maybe trim them down to size if you need them to be smaller, but it will also allow you to run this conversion so that if you wanted to do that outside of Tekla, you would be able to do that as well. So I'll give a quick overview of how this works. Here, if I just open up this Point Cloud Manager, I can create any project that I want. I'll just go ahead and open up this existing one that we've been working with. This is that same point cloud file that I've already imported, and I can zoom in and pan around and be able to look at certain aspects of this particular file. I also have the ability here over on the Visualize tab. I can come in and add in some clip planes if I want. I can come in and add in some measurements. So if I just wanted to real quickly snap to 2 points or so and just get an idea of some of these dimensions, then I can do that, and then I can clear those. One of the things that I do want to show though is that I can real quickly just create some clip planes in here, and then I can start to just trim this model down to size. So if there was things in here that I didn't want to see, or I just wanted to get a smaller sampling or something like that, then I can just trim this down, and then I have the ability just to export this much smaller file. So like I said, this is a standalone product that allows you to go in and interact with the point cloud, pull some measurements, trim this down, export a smaller file, and then I can bring that into Tekla and use it. So some nice tools to be able to support this new point cloud functionality in Tekla Structures version 2018. So as always, we encourage you to go in and use these new features. Send us any feedback that you may have, and we hope you enjoy this new development.